Hi guys, my name is Irat and this channel is about investing and trading, especially in US stock market. So in this video, we'd like to talk about US banking system, Silicon Valley Bank case, and of course, I'll show you investment idea that I have. So let's start with my presentation for today. Okay, let's start. So here it is. Okay, the US banking system has $22.9 trillion of total assets and 20.7 trillion total liabilities. So 17.6 trillion dollars is our money, money that, for example, we hold in banks, companies hold in banks, and they are not in cash, of course. Only $3 trillion dollars are supported this 17.6 trillion money cash flows. So, and they're not they don't even exist. So only $0.1 trillion is existing like in a cash. So that means $100 billion is in cash. As you see, we came from 17.6 to 100 trillion to 100 billion. That's interesting. Let me close maybe my video. Okay. So what about the ratio about deposits and cash? As you see, nowadays we see that deposits is more than 5 times more than cash. And of course, in 2008, of course, we'll come back a bit later about that situation. We had this ratio equal to 23, if I'm not mistaken. I mean that for the $1, we have $23 liability. It was interesting time. That's why that we faced some crash. Okay. Yeah, there is a company that insured our deposits, and its name FDIC. And if you invest, for example, $1 million, and in case of bankruptcy of the bank, you will get back only $250,000. And of course, this company, FDIC, it has no so much money to compensate your deposits. Only 1% of insured deposits they have. But in case if it's needed, of course, it will get money from the other institutions. So if we compare nowadays situation with the case that we faced in 2008, so as you see, in that time, let me just explain something. At that time, mostly regional banks, they invested money from our deposits to doubtful debts. They gave risky credits, and after that they couldn't collect these credits. So that's why they invested that time to very risky assets. So nowadays we see that there is a different situation because the treasuries and cash assets divided by total assets is more than in case of 2008, as you see here in picture. So what happened now? As you may already know about Silicon Valley Bank case, it faced bankruptcy, and the reason was about liquidity risk and duration of interest rate. As you see, during in the beginning of 2022, we faced that interest rates of Federal Reserve System, it increased 55 times. So that caused some problems. And of course, in to 2020, there was quantity easing. There was a lot of money in market, and this money, banks, they just invested in treasuries, and as you see here, secured by a lot of securities. And nowadays, because of interest rate is high and discounted. Now, let me explain in another way. Okay, they invested it in, for example, 1.5% yield, and now estimation is about 4% yield of treasury. It's good, but when you, for example, discount it and when you close it before the expiration time, uh, you will have 20, no, you'll have 20% discount. That's why that will bring you loss. And as you see here, banks have a lot of unrealized losses. It's not a real loss, it's floating loss. So of course, if you, for example, sell these treasures, you'll have a really loss. So this loss is estimated about more than $600 billion. What about case of Silicon Valley Bank and about situation about bank run even? So imagine the situation when, for example, this is a Silicon Valley Bank and you have deposited there some money. And sometimes, you can, it's your money, it's up to you where to hold it. So you decided to get it from this bank. You said, okay, I'm withdrawing my money, and you said to your friends that is the who sent to another friend, and they huge amount of money was withdrawn from this bank. Of course, if you, for example, go to office of your bank, to near office, and you'll say, can you give me my money, and your money is, your deposit was something like $1 million. They will say, no, we don't have such money now for today, but of course you can order and we'll bring you. So that was the reason at appropriate time, bank couldn't pay his bills. So it has to sell some treasuries, but if you sell treasuries, for example, before expiration date, and you will have loss, of course, and that bring loss to this bank. So that's why there was some bankruptcy on this bank. Of course, all banks are has the same or similar vulnerability in this case. Of course, it happens with not even regional banks, but it can happen even with a huge bank. But the situation we faced, it was related to a bank which is at top 20 top banks. Even if this bank has a 100% risky assets, it can face bankruptcy as well. That is the main point. So who will win in this situation? Of course, for example, if you have heard about similar situation when regional banks became bankruptcy in 30 hours, it's really fast. It's really fast. So of course you will consider that regional banks are too risky to hold your money. So you would like to withdraw, and after withdrawing, you will get to a huge bank with a federal meaning significance, and of course you will hold there and deposit your money there. It's because it caused some panic, and of course regional banks are under pressure now, and of course will win huge bigger banks with a really good history and assets, total assets. So I think that is clear for today about US banking system. Of course, it's overview. There are a lot of details about US banking, and we can talk more than 25 hours. There are a lot of details, but overview of US banking system is that. Of course, you can subscribe to my private channel. Before there was a discount, of course, but actual price is $300 per month. But what is main for my channel? I make it that you have to earn more than $300 per month. That's I think it should be, it is honest that it is more beneficial than it costs, of course. So this is my social video, and of course, let's go to the investment idea. I would like to consider investment in First Republic Bank. I go through the fundamentals of this bank, and I have no reason why to not invest today, even not even today, nowadays to this bank, because this is very healthy bank. But of course, you have to consider that even with good banks, top-rated banks, they can face bankruptcy as well. For example, we can consider 2008, and we can consider Silicon Valley Bank case, of course. There was no risk, there was no even probability, there was a really little probability of bankruptcy of these banks. Okay, what about total stockholders? Of course, the fundamentals is very good, you know, it's no reason to not to invest here. But of course, risks are high as well. Let's skip to the charts. Yes. Let's go charts where you are. Look at this. My plan was buying First Republic Bank from 10th level. And if they would like to come back to dividends, it will be very good investment, because dividends should be about 10% yield. But nowadays they cancel the dividends. Okay, but for investment idea, for trying to invest and solve it in near future, I consider to buy from 10th level and wait until 100, maybe even more. So why it is logical to invest in First Republic Bank? Because we have faced some news about bailout of this bank, and this is very rational, you know, to invest when it some days ago was 111, and nowadays with a healthy assets, it is estimated as $16, maybe even lower. Let me just wait a bit, because I was waiting today to buy some as maybe you have even watched my first video. I showed my public account, and I would like to buy $1,000 on my public account. Link is, I think, will be in this video as well for the first video. So but you can go to my channel and see my first video as well. And of course, do not forget, if you'd like to increase your efficiency, please contact me. So if you like, for example, if it's considered that this idea is very risky, we can consider buying ETF for the regional banks. For example, let me show you. You see, this may be more. This will be less beneficial, but of course with the tempered risk, of course, because ETF, there are numerous list of regional banks, and I think they cannot be all in bankruptcy. So it's a good idea, I think, as well. But according to risk ratio and reward, First Republic Bank is more preferable. So I think this is all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope that it was interesting about bankruptcy, about US banking system. Please subscribe to my channel and comment if you would share some ideas. So thank you for watching. Bye.